Hello and welcome to Will Watches. This is Love Actually. So it's December, we're starting some Christmassy films. I know this is directed by Richard Curtis. I really love About Time. That is an amazing film. I'm expecting this to be kind of similar, very kind of heartwarming. About Time, that whole film, it just felt like a warm hug, so that's the exact same vibe I'm expecting from this. But of course this is a bit Christmassy as well. I really don't know a lot about this. I've seen some of the cast. I know Liam Neeson is in this and kind of all of the ones you expect with a Richard Curtis film, and I know it's kind of like short stories. I think it's like a few different short stories, probably all around Christmas, so I'm really looking forward to it. So before we get into this, be sure to check out the Patreon. Over there you can find 1 week early access, and you can find polls to vote for what's next and full length time of base reactions. So yeah, let's just jump into Love Actually.
Whenever I get gloomy with the state of the world, I think about the arrivals gate at Heathrow Airport. Seems to me that love is everywhere.
Richard Curtis loves these little monologues, narration, you know?
If you look for it, I've got a sneaky feeling you'll find that love actually is all around.
I've heard that soundbite before, especially like on TikTok. I thought that would be the final quote at the end of the film, but I'm kind of glad it was at the start now, because that's like the only thing I know about this, and of course some of the cast.
I feel it in my fingers.
Oh, Alan Rickman's in this as well.
I'm afraid you did it again, Bill.
His character's name's Bill as well. Or is he like playing himself?
Love is all around. Oh, fuck.
5 weeks till Christmas, okay. Yeah, just showing all the sights in London all around. That's great. This year is actually the last year they're having the ice rink there at the, I'm forgetting the name off the top of my head.
Right.
It's a stacked cast. It's still going, and there's like Keira Knightley is only now like 4 or 5 minutes into the movie. It feels like Rowan Atkinson as well. Okay, so it seems like it's going to be intercutting between all the stories. Maybe it's not just, chapters.
I literally don't have anyone else to talk to.
Doesn't mean I'm not terribly concerned that your wife just died.
He needs to vent to someone who's got a dead wife suddenly.
The lobster?
Yeah.
In the nativity play?
Yeah. School plays, it would just give out random roles. I remember one, I was a scorpion for something. I can't even remember what the play actually was.
Morning, my future wife.
Oh, Chiwetel Ejiofor as well. This is wedding day. Oh, he's getting married to Keira Knightley. Okay, it's PM then. Okay, so Hugh Grant's playing the PM.
Would you like to meet your household staff?
So it's like his first day on the job.
Shit, I can't believe I've just said that. And now I've gone and said shit. I'm so sorry.
You could have said fuck and then we'd have been in real trouble.
Thank you, sir. I did have an awful premonition I was going to fuck up on my first day.
Is there a little bit of a love interest there then? Oh yeah. The way he's looking back at her, yeah, make it obvious.
Oh no, that is so inconvenient.
I just thought I'd pop back before the reception, see if she's better.
Here's something up here. Is the wife cheating? Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm expecting. At least that happened outside of the wedding. It didn't ruin the rest of the wedding for everyone.
English girl. They're stuck up, you see.
I know everyone wants Chris Marshall to play the Doctor at some point, don't they? Finally get a ginger.
American girls would seriously dig me with my cute British accent.
You don't have a cute British accent.
Yes.
No, he just has a regular one.
It's Junction 13 that's just murder, isn't it?
I like how they're being so nonchalant about it.
Joe and I had a lot of time to prepare for this moment.
Oh, it's the same church as well.
I said, over my dead body. He said, no, Daniel, over mine.
It seems like he's coping well. I guess he can laugh about it.
Do you love him?
This really is a stacked cast. I'm just like recognizing everyone.
And how long have you been in love with Carl, our enigmatic chief designer?
Do you think Carl knows?
Yes. Maybe the time had come to do something about it.
Pushing her to make a move.
Think about it, for all our sakes.
At a point, it's just painful to see them not to get together, I guess.
Yes, is that an important message to you, Bill?
Not really, Mike.
I like how they're being so open about it. The other guy just said how awful he thought it was.
Ask me anything you like, I'll tell you the truth.
The best shag you ever had?
Britney Spears.
Wow.
Is he like his manager?
She was rubbish.
I wonder if this will actually be a good marketing tactic or not.
Incredible crassness of the moment when we...
I'm surprised they haven't cut him off at this point.
Take a stand.
Not this time. We will, of course, try to be...
Not to take a stand or not to meet him?
Right, who do you have to screw around here to get a cup of tea and a chocolate biscuit?
Oh, it's her. Yeah.
Come on, get a grip.
That would cause a big upset.
Oh, God, sorry.
Sorry.
The problem is, was his mom always used to talk to him, you know, and
No, he doesn't have an outlet. Yeah.
stepfather things.
He's just a stepdad, not a biological father. Is the biological dad in the picture as well? Is it like shared between both of them?
And now it's going to ruin Sam's life as well.
Get a grip. People hate sissies.
Helpful.
Real helpful. I think he wanted a bit of you know, consoling there, someone to just talk to for a sec, and she didn't have that at all.
Just mom, or is it something else?
It's crazy how Thomas Brody Singer, he hasn't aged at all.
Actually, I'm in love.
He's got a crush on someone at school.
Should be thinking.
Young to be in love?
No.
Night, Sarah.
Hi, Carl.
She's not actually going to ask him, yeah.
He said no one's going to fancy a girl with thighs the size of big tree trunks. Not a nice guy, actually.
Being Prime Minister, I could just have him murdered.
Basically, you're fucked, aren't you?
Welcome back, so Benny.
Oh, it's Ant and Deck.
Yes, I have Antor Deck. It's a
Ant Deck.
You can just write on it.
Is he gonna... Was that supposed to be one of the other prizes? So he's just messing everything up.
Don't buy drugs. Become a pop star and they give you...
Yeah, I thought he'd say something like that. You know, this is like they're all love stories. Is there going to be a love story with him, or is his story just going to be about promoting everything?
Filming a lot in the day, and I just wondered if I could look at your stuff.
Is because he was talking when the other girl talked to him about, are you in love with him? He was like recording at that point, so I wonder if that is caught on camera and they're going to find out somehow.
It's an art gallery, doing dark deeds.
Good, well, I suppose I should...
It seems like there's like one or two characters that might be interconnecting all of these stories, you know? They were talking about an art gallery there. We just saw the art gallery before.
Grande Plezora.
Which is what? Turkish?
Albury.
Yeah, there's just like no communication between them at all.
Great man.
She just thinks he's crazy. Oh, who? I wonder who's going to be playing the president in this then. Billy Bobby Thornton. I know from the Fargo show, he was great in that. And Martin Freeman is in this as well. I wonder if they met on set for this before Fargo.
Now, there is one final thing I think we should look at. It's very close to my heart. Just give me a second.
Is he going to try and lighten the mood or something?
Hi.
Does he think, is the president going to think he's giving him her?
It's great scotch.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that seemed definitely off. She had a tear in her eye almost there.
Mr. President, has it been a good visit?
Is this gonna be even more tension between them now?
I fear that this has become a bad.
No.
A relationship based on the president taking exactly what he wants.
Surprised he's being so firm. You know, he said he wasn't gonna be, but he is now.
David Beckham's right foot. David Beckham's left foot, come to that. Bullies us. He's no longer a friend. And since bullies only respond
But he's not talking about the politics though, is he? He's just talking about Natalie.
stronger. And the president should be prepared for that.
That was a great little moment there. Yeah, he's just lost for words, isn't he?
The trouble with being the Prime Minister's sister is it does put your life into rather harsh perspective.
And that's his sister, okay. Yeah, so it's all kind of interconnected. This isn't what I was expecting going into this and dancing around Downing Street. Nettie's definitely gonna see. Oh, okay, someone else. It's a lovely place he has there. He can just go and type right wherever he wants. That's great that to like mix up where you're doing your work as well a bit. Doing it inside, doing it down there by the river.
Oh, God, it's half the book. Stop! Stop!
She gonna jump in the water? Yeah, there's definitely something blossom in here.
Fuck, it's freezing. I really must do copies.
I love how they're like talking to each other, but they're like not really. They're like repeating what each other's saying, you know?
I know, I'll name one of the characters after you.
They're like half talking, half not, you know?
I know you've never particularly warmed to me. No, don't argue.
Yeah, he's just kind of shut off to her, I guess, because he doesn't want to lose a friend. And, you know, maybe he's in love with the guy as well. Somebody's definitely gonna like expose him with the video or something, isn't it?
I look quite pretty.
Is he in love with her then? Not him? Yeah, that makes... Okay. That's why he wanted to keep distant as well. So he didn't end up doing anything to ruin his friend's relationship. It is a bit creepy though, him keeping that video of just close-ups of her, you know?
You never talk to me.
That's exactly why he never talks to her. He wants to go back, but he doesn't want to ruin his friendship with Peter as well, you know?
You know Natalie, who works here?
The chubby girl?
Everyone's calling her Chubby. She's like the furthest from Chubby.
Redistribute her.
Okay, moving her away, just for his sake. You don't want to cause a scandal, you know?
I'm just going back to America. That's the end of my life as I know it.
It's so dramatic.
I trust you.
They are getting along now, because he was worried as a stepdad he wasn't getting along with him. He was just staying in his room, but their connection's a lot better now.
Grande familia, grande tradizioni di Christmas presents.
Yeah, he's going back with loads of Christmas presents. So he's leaving already? I thought they'd have more time together, you know? Oh no, he'll be back the next year. You know, they'll see each other again. Maybe he'll learn Portuguese before he comes back, you know?
I have a plan.
Is he gonna make a song for her?
Girls love musicians.
Any chance of a dance with the boss?
And she's gonna see, yeah.
It's all for you, Sarah.
Oh, and he got straight to her. Slow song, yeah.
Excuse me for 1 second.
I thought she needed to like clean something or move something out the way or something. Everyone always has such a nice flats and apartments and houses in these movies. Oh yeah, she does actually have to clean her. Who is it who's always phoning her? She's always getting phone calls, it seems.
No, I'm not busy. No,
She always says darling though. Is she in a relationship or something?
brother. He's not well. He calls a lot.
Oh, brother, okay.
You know she is, darling. Be careful there.
Yeah, she can obviously tell something's up. Trying to figure out where I recognize her from.
Don't do that.
It's the Truman Show. She's the wife in the Truman Show, isn't she? Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
He needs to just have a word with her and say, you need to stop flirting.
I thought I made it clear last night.
Or is there actually something going on between them? He's obviously realizing what's happening, right? He can't be that oblivious, you know?
That necklace there, how much is it?
It's £270.
Is he getting it for his wife or is he getting it for Mia?
Not quite finished. This is so much more than a bag.
Is this Rowan Atkinson's only scene? I hope he's in this more.
Could we be quite quick, please?
Prontissimo.
Is he in America now? Or is this before he leaves?
To rent out my flat to pay for my ticket.
Normally, I'm really shy about this sort of thing. It takes me ages to get the courage up, so thank you.
What are they actually filming? Because they're obviously not feeling like they're not actually doing anything, you know? Like, are they just regular actors but they have like a sex scene together? Is kind of hard to tell. And then when she doesn't receive that, it's going to cause problems. And she's learning English. I just had the thought that that's the Christmas CD from Bill Nye's segment, you know? How's this gonna go? He's over 21, right, isn't he?
Are you from England?
Yes.
That is so cute.
Is this a dream or something? It can't go this easily.
He's from England.
Yep. Basildon.
He's from Basildon.
What do you call that?
Bottle.
I feel like they might be trying to scam him or something.
Can't even afford pajamas.
This has to be a dream sequence. There's no way this has gone so easily for him.
Joni Mitchell, wow.
So he spent 270 quid on Mia. He probably hasn't even spent 50 quid on the wife. Did he put any thought into buying it as well? Like, it seems like the complete wrong song for her to be listening to in this moment, you know? Or the perfect song to listen to if you look at it a different way.
All but now,
she's got to put on a brave face.
And get drunk with my fat manager. Or...
The manager, he's not even going to invite the manager. Yeah, he doesn't appreciate his manager at all, does he?
All I want for Christmas.
Right. Thank you.
Oh, that's so cheesy. No, I thought she was inviting him in.
Give him a quid and tell him to bugger off.
Is he like confessing his love or something? Just complicates things even more.
Yeah, well, I was there for a minute or two, and then I had an epiphany.
Yeah, he does actually appreciate him.
And without knowing it, I've gone and spent most of my adult life with a chubby employee. Love is, in fact, you.
Is it romantic? I don't think it is. I think it's more just like appreciating him as a friend. Like
10 minutes at Elton John, you're as gay as a maple.
But you turn out to be the fucking love of my life.
Okay, so it is romantic. He's just got loads of Christmas cards, yeah. You just get so many.
I'm very sorry about the thing that happened. It was a very odd moment and I feel like a prize idiot.
Well, will it be less of a scandal now that he's like fired her, I guess? Or like moved her? Just gonna go to the dodgy side of Wandsworth, was it? And he has to say hi to all of them. You're the Prime Minister.
Aren't you the Prime Minister?
You could play it off as saying Happy Christmas to everyone, perhaps.
Trying to get round everyone by New Year's Eve.
Deep and crisp and even, brightly shone.
The other guy's just great.
No. She lives next door.
Yeah, I love how it's all kind of interconnected.
Where the fuck is my fucking coat?
On some state business.
Well, perhaps you should come on later, Plumpy.
Even they make fun of her weight.
The octopus costume's taken me months.
Is it going to be the same school as the lobster costume as well?
I mean, I came into the room and he synced towards me and there was a fire and he's the President of the United States and nothing happened, I promise.
Oh, she was apologising for the president, yeah. He's just manhandling him out. I thought they'd like replaced him with like just something so he could like push him out, but it still had his face in there.
John's been very mysterious. Where did you two meet?
These two are here as well. Is it just going to be everyone? Yeah.
It never occurred to me you'd actually turn up.
She thinks she's actually there to see his nieces and nephews. Yeah, they're all lobsters, shrimp. He's Spider-Man. That's a big thing for just a school play. And he's drumming. Oh, is she the American girl? Okay, that makes sense. Oh, she's pointing at him. Yeah, no, he's doubting it, yeah. And it's gonna be those two, yeah. I can see that coming from a mile away.
Right.
Everyone's taking photos as well. It's gonna be all over the news.
Bought a gold necklace and come Christmas gave it to somebody else. I mean, would you wait around? Would you stay? Knowing life would always be a little bit worse.
Yeah.
You've made the life I lead foolish too.
Darling!
Hey! Fantastic show.
No way. Anyway, they fly tonight.
It might just be they're going back for Christmas or something, you know?
You've seen the films, kiddo. It ain't over till it's over.
I love your niece's enthusiasm.
Is it?
Oh, she's getting in the car and going. Is he?
I know a shortcut.
He's gonna chase her down. Straight away? The wrong daughter. The mum just tagging on as well.
To let the boy say goodbye to the love of his life.
No.
Just a minute. I've got to hear somewhere. Sorry, would
That's Rowan Atkinson, isn't it?
Run for it, held onto that as well. Sorry.
Was he helping him out there? Is he actually going to make a run for it through security as well? Oh yeah, drop the coat as well. I love that the whole town is following as well. And they're all distracted. It kind of all comes together. This is him doing it naked.
I thought you didn't know my name. Of course I do.
Did he actually say it or not? She came back.
Good night.
Rapariga, pode ser que conheças o príncipe William, casas-te, mas é com Will be nice. Yes.
O que é que tu disseste?
It's wrong Englishman.
She can't speak English properly, she just doesn't know what to say.
Are they still together? Back from America. I thought he was going out there to stay, but he's just...
Thought about my sister to stay.
And his sister's coming back as well.
Hello, you must be Tony. I heard you were gorgeous.
God, you were not.
Is he going to do that little narration again? Okay, so that was Love Actually. It was basically exactly what I was expecting. Richard Curtis always does these kind of more cheesy but really heartfelt, really wholesome movies. It just seems like the kind of perfect movie for a Christmas. You just put it on in the background on Christmas Day and let it play, you know? I can see why that's kind of like a Christmas tradition for people. It didn't quite rip my heart out as I was expecting with some of his other films like About Time and his Doctor Who episode. Those are just ridiculously sad. So those hit me a lot more than this did, but I don't think he was really going for that in this. This one was just a bit more heartfelt and wholesome. Considering it's like a Christmas movie, I was expecting it to just be a kind of PG film. I wasn't expecting the age rating when I brought it up on Netflix. And of course there's like all the nudity and stuff. I wasn't expecting that. But it's cool that it's not just a regular PG one, but I don't think it does like too much with the age rating, I guess. Like you probably could have adapted it into a PG film and it would have been fine, you know? I think my favorite storyline after this first watch is probably the Liam Neeson one. I love the chemistry between him and Thomas Brody Singer. They were great together. And it was cool to see, you know, how their relationship at the start wasn't that great. He was just locked in his room a lot of the time. And then we kind of see them grow closer together as this, you know, like estranged family that found family almost plot, isn't it? I'm just wondering what the one meant when he came back after confessing his feelings for the girl at the airport. I'm not really sure on that. Did it mean one as in the number one song and that's what let him get past? Or if it was like one as in like one kiss and then when she came back to kiss him, he was going to go two as in he got two kisses? Or I don't know. I liked how it kind of shows relationships in all of their stages and it has like so a lot of representation of different types of relationships, I guess. I know there's no like LGBT ones in here, but there's like ones at the start of the relationship. There's some relationships that don't work out, like Sarah's one, and then there's some that are kind of coming to an end, like Alan Rickman's one, where it didn't, I don't think they actually broke up, but there was like it was like a low point in the relationship, you know. Bill Nye's subplot, I think his was kind of the funniest of all of them. It was just really funny, and I thought it was kind of romantic between him and the manager at one point, but I don't think it was. I think it was him just being like, I've spent my whole life with you, basically, you as my manager. I do love you like as a friend. I think that's what that was. I do think the movie could have actually done with a few less of the subplots, just so we had a bit more time with some of them, because it seems like sometimes it cuts back to when you're like, oh, we haven't seen this one in ages, like the Prime Minister one with David Hugh Grant playing the Prime Minister. They kind of left that out for quite a big chunk of the movie, it felt like, and then suddenly you're back with him and you're like, oh yeah, there's this one going on as well. So it just jumped between them. I wasn't expecting it to be so disconnected, I guess, where it jumps between them. I thought it would be, you'd have one story, then another, and it would just go through like that. But they're all just kind of intertwined into this one big story. And I did like how they all kind of connected as well at the end. I like the airport setting as well. It seems like airports, they could be seen as kind of like this symbolism for a transition of one point in your life to another, So it was like cool that at the end it was like some of them moving into this new part of their new relationships, or kind of rekindling their relationship with Alan Rickman's one in that case. I'm really surprised that the guy who went to America, that was actually all happened. I was super expecting it to be a scam, the girls were trying to get something out of him, or that it was all just a dream, because it just went so smoothly for him. That was really funny that it just worked out, him taking that trip to America. Martin Freeman's subplot, it probably had the least screen time of them all. It was just like you cut away to it, but I thought it was really funny as well how like nonchalant they were, of course, when they were doing everything. They were just like having a casual conversation. Were they actual actors or were they like porn actors? I wasn't quite sure, because of course we can't see anything too graphic as like an audience watching the movie, but I don't know if it was supposed to be that or if it was just like they were regular actors who had a sex scene together. I wasn't quite sure on that. And of course David, the PM, I really liked the stuff with America there as well. You know, not everything was with the romance. It wasn't all focused on the romance. There was some other elements in there as well, which was cool. Yeah, all of that stuff with America was cool. I wish they'd addressed what happened with the president a bit more as well. I wasn't quite sure what the president did to Natalie, you know? Did he like going for a kiss? Was he like assaulting her? It was kind of hard to tell. They just kind of kept that a bit vague, I guess. It seemed like with Keira Knightley's subplot, it was like, at first I was like, is she gonna like cheat? Is it, because it doesn't seem like a good message to promote cheating. Obviously in Alan Rickman's plot point, it was like against cheating, so it was like it would be a bit weird for it to be promoting cheating, but of course that isn't what it was. It was just like him confessing his love on Christmas and she just gave him a kiss. I don't know, obviously that didn't seem like it went anywhere. I'm not quite sure like what she meant by that kiss, I guess, because it was just like a quick kiss as well. It wasn't like properly making out, you know. I thought the kind of language barrier in Jamie's subplot, Colin Firth's, that was really cute. Just them learning the language and that kind of lack of communication, but they still kind of understand each other, you know? I thought that was really cute. I really liked that subplot as well. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, consider leaving a like or a comment. And if you really loved it, be sure to subscribe for all the future uploads. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.